Hi, my name is Tony Cogliandro, and we'd like to welcome you to our instructional video series on American Parker Kempo Karate. This is the first tape in that series. We want to remind you that these tapes are for study purposes, and you always need an instructor to get additional explanation. Okay, we're going to start with basics. Basics have a number of different categories. The first category are stances. Stances are the way that you basically stand without any motion at all, and it gives us our base for power and a number of other principles. So we have the first stance, which is an attention stance. Natural stance. Horse stance, also known as a training horse. Neutral bow. Weight distribution should be 50-50 in this stance. Forward bow. Weight distribution becomes 60% on the front leg and 40% on the back leg. And a 45-degree cat stance. Weight distribution is 90% on the back leg and 10% on the front leg. The next basics category are blocks. Blocks are movements that stop something from hitting you. Inward block. Vertical outward. Upward block. Downward. Extended outward. Okay, the next category of basics is a punch. A punch strikes with the front of the first two knuckles only. First punch is a snapping horizontal. Snapping vertical. Thrusting horizontal. Thrusting vertical. Uppercut. The next basics category are strikes. Strikes hit with areas of the arm and hand other than the front two knuckles or the fingers. First strike is an inward hand sword. Outward hand sword. Inward horizontal elbow. Outward elbow. Inward overhead elbow. Back hammer fist. The next category are finger techniques. Finger techniques strike with the fingers. There's only one in this category, which is inward overhead claw. The next category of basics are foot maneuvers. Foot maneuvers take you from one stance to another. First foot maneuver is a step drag forward, step drag backwards. Drag step forward, drag step backwards. And a step through forward, step through backwards. The final category are kicks. Kicks, of course, hit with any part of the leg. First kick is a snapping ball kick. Second kick is a snapping side kick. Remember that in kicks, there are 4 steps to every kick. The first step always has the knee coming up straight. Second step is the kick going out to strike. Third step is foot coming back to that position before you bring it down for the fourth step, down to the ground. Next kick is a back snap kick. Front roundhouse kick. last thing is a drill called a step-through kick, just to show you the maneuver that goes with the kick. When I do a step-through kick, I throw any kick through all the way, one full stance, and bring it down. The next category is a set. There is one set required for yellow belt, and that is the star block set, also called blocking set 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Formal horse. All sets start and stop in a formal horse position. The next requirements will be fighting combinations. The fighting combinations for yellow belt are 1 to 5, and these are utilized in teaching sparring methods to our students. Fighting combination number 1 is a rear leg ball kick followed by 2 punches. Fighting combination number 2 is evading to the side followed by 2 punches. Fighting combination number 3 is a shuffle in front leg ball kick, 2 punches. Fighting combination number 4 is a shuffle back front leg ball kick, 2 punches. And fighting combination number 5 is shuffle in, grab the hand, pull down, and punch. Now we would like to show practical application to these fighting combinations. Fighting combination number 1. Fighting combination number 2. Fighting combination number 3. Fighting combination number 4. And fighting combination number 5. Okay, the next category are forms. There is one form in this section of yellow belt requirements called short form 1. This form begins and ends in a formal horse stance. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. The next and last category for requirements for yellow belt will be self-defense techniques. Self-defense techniques are done against various attacks. First technique will be delayed sword, which is a defense against a right punch or grab. First thing I do is step back with my left and do a right inward block, ball kick to the groin, and outward hand sword downward to the back of the neck. Don't forget you check with the left hand. Okay, now we will do the technique on the body. And once full speed on the body. Next technique is called aggressive twins. Remember that each technique we have in the system has a name, because we do have close to 200 techniques and we must remember them by name and not number. So the next technique is aggressive twins against a two-handed push. First thing I do is step back with my left and do a right inward block, front leg side kick to the knee, step through ball kick to the body. And full speed. Yes! Yeah! Next technique is sword of destruction. This is against a left hooking punch. I step back with my left, right extended outward block. Right ball kick to the groin, inward hand sword to the back of the neck. Technique number 4 is deflecting hammer. Deflecting hammer is against a right kick. This begins with a hands up position, which we call a passive fighting stance. The kick comes in, we do a right downward block as I step back with my left, continue the circling of my arm into a forward elbow strike to the face. Okay, technique number 5 is spreading branch, which is against a rear bear hug with the arms pinned. I step back with my right towards 730, the rear hammer fist, back knuckle to the face, grab the head, knee sandwich, traveling towards 130, land with an elbow to the spine. Next technique is grasp of death against a right headlock from the side. As the person gets me in the headlock, I step forward with my right, going to a close nail stance, grab his wrist with my right hand, turn my head so I can breathe. I pinch the back of his leg up high, step through as I put my hand on his shoulder, take him off me, pin his elbow, vertical punch to the head. The next technique is called checking the storm, which is against an overhead club attack. As the club comes in, you step to 3 o'clock with a circular parry, ball kick to the groin, place your foot down sideways, side kick to the knee, back knuckle to the temple. Next technique is mace of aggression, 2 hands grabbing, pulling you in. This also starts with the hands up position. The hands up position we call the passive fighting stance, where I'm trying not to fight my opponent, telling him I really don't want to fight, but it also puts my hands in position, ready to act. First thing I do is step in with my right, pin his hands, hammer to the nose, continue that through to pull his body offline, inward elbow, outward elbow. Next technique is attacking mace. Attacking mace is against a right step-through punch. As the punch comes in, I step back with my right and do a left inward block. Right horizontal punch to the body, grab his arm, hold on to it as I pull and kick, land with my knee to his knee as I do a diagonal punch to the kidney or ribs. Next technique is intellectual departure, which is defense against a right kick with my hands down by the sides of my body. I step back with my left foot, inside downward block as I rotate to a rear cat stance. Back kick to the groin, land with the back knuckle to the temple, side kick, the inside of the knee. Yeah!